Hey, how's it going everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this figure review, I am going to throw up because this figure is nausea-inducing. It's an absolutely horrible figure, I think. This is Ice from the upcoming MattyCollector exclusive sale. We don't know exactly what's happening. I got it on eBay. If you haven't seen my Superboy or Aquaman review, I'll just explain. It might be a sub figure, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to do that partial sub thing since the main sub failed. They're just going to sell these as regular sale items on those specific dates whenever they decide to do that. But I got them on eBay, so I didn't have to wait. She will more than likely come with an ice effect, but I don't have it, and I don't care because the figure would still suck just as much unless that ice effect was made out of gold. But even then, I probably still wouldn't buy this figure for anywhere close to retail. So let's take a look at the figure. It stands almost about 6 1/4 inches tall, and it is just ugly. It's fugly. It's horrible. She's supposed to be somewhat attractive, and she's just not at all. And I don't buy figures of females for them to be attractive, but if they're fugly, then there's really no reason to have them. So that's a problem for me. This one has just a horrible sculpt, horrible overall look. It's just bad. The face is atrocious. It has no detail at all. The hair is really poorly sculpted, I think. I just hate it. And then this shirt makes it look like she's a grandma. Maybe that's the character. I'm not familiar with the character, so I could be wrong. But since Fire is a supermodel, I'm guessing this one's not a grandma. But she looks like a grandma in this figure. And it's a shame, too, because there's tons of new tooling on it. So I don't know what Mattel was thinking. Looks horrible. It's just the two colors, blue and white. There's a little bit of shading, it looks like, in the fur. Or it's just poor molding and it got some color in there. Not positive. Maybe some shading throughout the arms. It looks like it's probably just some airbrush shading, but that does not make up for it. There is a little bit of shading in the hair. The paintwork isn't that bad on the face, but the sculpt is. Alright, let's look. The neck. Again, this is one of the eBay figures, so any problems this figure has may not carry through to the actual release, but I'm guessing it will because every other figure I've ever bought from this seller, they've all been fine compared to regular retail figures, so I wouldn't worry about it. Ball hinge shoulders are normal, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, wrist swivel, little tiny fist. Little tiny fist, I don't like that. It is a new sculpt though. It has actually sculpted in gloves, so those are both new. But they're really tiny and they look awkward. I do believe the biceps, or at least the biceps, are new sculpt since it has the sculpted sleeve on there. The shirt for sure is a new sculpt. It's just a horrible one. Her ab crunch works considerably well. Most DCUC female figures don't have a good ab crunch that works very much at all, and this one does, so that's kind of nice. But it doesn't make up enough for all the other stuff. Waist twist is there. Paint job doesn't line up. That might be, again, because this is a second-hand, maybe a second-hand figure, but I don't think so. Hips work okay. They come forward, come out to the side. Standard female hips for DCUC. Thigh swivel, single jointed knee, and then the ankle pivot, which is all standard, so it's okay. And then she has obviously this newly sculpted fur down here. It's such an awkward looking figure. Really narrow shoulders, big hips. I don't know. Unless you absolutely love this figure, I can't think of a good reason other than like for me to complete the collection. I can't think of a good reason for anybody to buy this figure. I think it really is that horrible. It might be my least favorite DCUC figure of all time. We will see. I'll have to think about that, but I think it might be. So there it is, guys. Don't buy it unless you absolutely have to complete your collection or absolutely love this character. But, you know, by the way, if I'm wrong, if she's supposed to look like this, then let me know, and I apologize. It's a great figure, but I highly doubt it. I didn't think to look it up ahead of time because I figured it was just ugly. But I guess, in hindsight, I should have checked. Anyway, there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.